I've heard people saying that this was not Samuel, it was a demon. I've heard people say that.
Well, that presupposes that there are only two options, that he was talking to the real Samuel or to a demon. We don't know the answer to that question. Whether it was the demon doing a false work that the devil does, lying, signs, and wonder, or whether it was actually Samuel that was called up from the dead in opposition to the explicit prohibition of God. We don't know the answer.
Did the ghost of Samuel appear to King Saul? Now, some people, even Christians, believe, well, this was Samuel. I strongly and respectfully disagree for a number of reasons. I'm going to give you 7 reasons. I'm holding up 5 fingers, but I'm going to give you 7 reasons that I think that this was not Samuel the prophet. When Saul inquired of the witch, he was not inquiring of the Lord through Samuel. It was not the Lord that spoke. It was the devil or a demon that spoke through this apparition. That what happened in the story of Saul was an evil spirit spoke to a king before they gathered for a battle. The very words that are used here, speaking of the Battle of Armageddon, meaning we need to understand today that the dead know nothing, that they are asleep, that the devil does not have the power to resurrect God's dead sleeping saints, but the devil does have the power, demons do have the power to impersonate the dead that are departed for the purpose of deceiving before that final battle. So friends, I hope that it's clear to you.
But if you take into context of the words that this man is speaking unto King Saul, he's even confirming that the Lord spake by me, the Lord had rejected you, and he had chosen David. At no point did God use a demon to anoint King Saul. It was Prophet Samuel. I beg you, please, after this service, don't ask me why God allowed Samuel to come through this process. Because if you come to ask me, it's like you want me to give you an extra revelation which is not put in this Bible here. There are things that God will not want us to engage in. And I think that every humble servant of God will just be humble enough to say, hey, I don't know. You know, sometimes it's not bad to say, I don't know, because you are not out to prove a point. If God is saying King Saul went unto the woman who was a familiar spirit, and this woman did her things, the enchantments and whatever, and then the old man appeared, and this man is Samuel, maybe it was important that Samuel appears so that Saul is given the final truth, to be given the final judgment.